thing here. So I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5, game from my home country of Scotland. Now this game is very controversial, famous for violence, unnecessary violence a lot of the time, crime. You know, the whole game is based around crime for the most part. But what I'm trying to show here is that you can actually play this game peacefully. You can play it legally. You can stay within the confines of the law. Here you go. It's waited for that green light to go there, so now I can cross the road. Kind of stuck in the middle here, but you know, I'm still doing things legally. I've actually amassed myself a fair fortune in this game, nice and legally. Got an apartment, got cars, you know, and what I've done is I've just done races and whatnot to get there. Just kept, as I say, within the confines of the law. So that's good. I'll head over to my apartment now. I'll show you what that's all about, and I'll drive there nice and peacefully and legally. I'm doing a U-turn. That's allowed. Green light, so off I go. Now there are no speed limits anywhere in Los Santos, so when you see me going a bit quick, that's allowed, as long as you stop at the red lights, obviously. So aye, that's about it. You can play this game completely nicely, take any controversy right out of it. Gets a bit grim though at times if you're doing it that way, but you know, I think it makes for a more wholesome experience, which is nice. You know, you could play this game, you could let your kids watch it, your wife, you know, you could sit with your, oops, now I ran a red light. I feel bad about that. I didn't mean to do that, but it's happened. Oh, I don't know what happened there. That guy just appeared from nowhere. You can see that it wasn't my fault. I'll just pull up and see if I have a wee word with him there. Hello? Just, hi. Careful, just drive carefully in the future. Why are all these people going through a red light? It's crazy. I mean, it's a fairly crazy town, this Los Santos. I certainly wouldn't like to raise my kids there, but you know, it's a fictional environment. Needs to be a bit exciting, I suppose, otherwise you'd be playing Eve. Sometimes these lights take a while to change. It's important though not to get impatient. They'll change eventually. Actually, they probably work better than traffic lights do in real life. Honestly, they didn't break down. It's run by a fairly solid game engine here. The good guys at Rockstar North have put together. See, you can see that's me 3 minutes into the broadcast, even from the very start. Parked legally, driven legally. One crash from a car that came out of nowhere, but it did genuinely come out of nowhere. It wasn't my fault. I accidentally went through a red. This guy in front of me giving me the fingers. That's rude. I don't like rudeness. There you go. See, I beat my horn, just drawing his attention to the fact it was a green light. Don't think he noticed that. I'm on a motorbike technically, so going up the inside's fine. You know, that's all right. No one's really going to get annoyed anyway. It's a big wide road. The evening's falling. Los Santos can come alive at night time. It's nice. Another thing about this game that people really frown upon is the prostitutes. Now, as long as you don't use them, it's fine. You know, they exist in the game. You don't have to use them. It's a reflection of reality. You know, prostitution is a thing. There's no point trying to deny it. You might not agree with it. You might think it's immoral. Oops. Almost ran a red light there. What was I talking about? Hookers. Aye. But yeah, so it's a mirror to society, isn't it? This game. It is what you make of it, and you can see from my behaviour here that I'm a fairly law-abiding chap. I mean, it can be a fun game, you know, just cruising about. It's a simulation. That man is breaking the law. Quite clearly, he's a lunatic. But I mean, as I say, you know, you make what you want of this game. That was a red light, but come on, I've driven all the way across town. Sometimes you just miss them, you know. If I was playing in first person view, it might be easier to see. I can do that. I can zoom right in there. There's my wee quad. Purchased legally. I'd like to say, saved up a lot of money by doing races. Doing a couple of missions, you know, not crime. Doesn't need to be criminal.
Fine car you got there.
Oh, here we go. Yes, I'm not patient or tell you that light just changed. We're getting beat that straight away. Here we go, another red light. I mean, some days you just didn't get the luck. You need to take the good with the bad. Some days, you know, you'll cruise through town, green lights all the way. Sometimes not so much. You can see I've picked up 0 viewers so far, which strikes me as odd because I'd have thought a peaceful example of Grand Theft Auto would appeal to a fairly wide audience. But it seems that. So what's going on there? A guy with a jet bombing civilians. There's no need for that. No, there is no need for that. The way I see it, you know, if you wouldn't do it in your hometown, why would you do it in Los Santos? Yeah? Just because you can, doesn't mean you should. Another thing you might have noticed, I've not been indicating. Oh, excuse me, sir. So you actually, excuse me, that man. I think in America you can turn right at red lights, and I need to get his insurance details. He has actually scratched my quad. It cost a fair amount of money. Excuse me, sir. I was just wondering if you could. Oh no, someone else hit my car. What's going on? Right, excuse me, sir. Look, hi, can I open? Look, oh, right. No, I didn't mean to actually get into his car there. I was just wanting to tap on the window. Oh, why you? Look, I will defend myself. I'm not going to put up with just being assaulted. Right, look, that's enough. Stop it. Right. See, I've put you down. I've won. Now let's get back up while this is all peaceful. Oh, shite. Killed him. A lot of witnesses around here, actually. Right, I'll just hedge my bets. I'll get out of town. I don't want to run over the corpse and get DNA on my tyres. That would be... Oh no, I'm causing chaos here. I didn't want any of this. But I'm going to have to get out of here now. That was bad. See, you can avoid crime for the most part. You don't need to start the crime, but that's one thing I object is being punched in the face. That really gets my goat. Right, so I think what I'll do, I'll just kind of sneak up the pavement here and just try to avoid the cops. I didn't want that to happen. I don't think that I'm actually a jail sentence or anything for it. I don't want to get roped into something that I wanted no part of. So I'm just going to park up here, and I think I'll end the broadcast there. It's I'm a wee bit disappointed with that. You know, I didn't want it to get like that. I was trying to show a peaceful reflection of Los Santos, you know, and in the space of 8 minutes, I've actually murdered someone. So, so that I'll call that a night on this broadcast. I think. So sorry about that, guys. Sorry, it's not really got a plan.